If you had to rank the fast foods, like all time, not just now for me at least, like, you throw Wendy's and Jack in the Box and McDonald's and Whataburger and I don't even know. You throw them all in there. Taco Bell, Taco Bueno, all of them. My favorite all time is Arby's.
You got my email.
As a kid especially, now I'm not a big fast food guy now. I just don't eat it very much. But back in the day when I did, if there was an Arby's, it was Arby's.
Dude, ain't nothing wrong with it. Mino and I were talking about that earlier. Health concerns notwithstanding, like if you could just suspend this belief that these things are not bad for you, would Arby's be your number one? Like that would be the one that you would eat the most of the most frequently?
Is it terrible for you?
No. Look, I mean, eating that much meat and cheese sauce every day is probably not in your best interest.
Right.
I mean, yes, can you find healthy options at all of the places? Of course you can.
I think if you just
have
the
things that I like. What is your favorite fast food item out of all of the fast food places? Is it the beef and cheddar?
Okay, see, I don't like the cheddar. I just like the plain old
sliced beef.
Arby's sliced beef sandwich. Were you an Arby's fan?
More or less, kind of.
What was if you had fast food go-to, what was it?
Well, if I was going to go to Arby's, I would get the same thing.
Just the plain old roast beef? And I would put the red sauce.
The Arby's sauce.
I wouldn't get a bunch of cheese and stuff like that.
If I'm going to get it, I'm getting the cheese.
You get the beef and ched?
Hells yeah.
Didn't they have a deal for like 5 sandwiches for $5?
For $5.
Yes.
But that was your number one? Your number one fast food item.
I love their French fries as well.
Mm-hmm.
I loved everything about Arby's as a kid.
What about you, Michael? Number one fast food item that you could eat the most frequently of and that you would if it wouldn't make you sick? Or fat?
I don't know. Some of this stuff used to be a lot better than it is now. Like, I used to like Burger King quite a bit, but I don't anymore.
You don't like the King?
No. They changed it. Somehow.
They changed the meat at Taco Bell probably about 2 decades ago, and it's so different that I can't do it.
I think
What's
the last time
sandwich at Arby's?
I think the last time I did Taco Bell was working weekend overnight board shifts here when I would go get the 6-pack of tacos and 4 beef and bean burritos and everything else, and then eat all of that in an 8-hour shift up here in the middle of the night.
I've always thought that if I had to get the death penalty, which is always a possibility, what would I eat for my last meal? And this would be, if I would get a tray of stuff, I want some varieties, but probably like 3 or 4 soft tacos from Taco Bueno would be on there.
Really?
Oh my God. I fell in love with those in high school, and I still love them.
Well, I used to like just garden variety, regular Jack in the Box tacos.
They're still amazing.
I still love those.
I don't know what they are.
I used to like Griff's.
Yeah.
Quite a bit, but Griff's are not around much anymore.
And you don't see Griff's.
I don't have any idea if they've changed everything up or if it's still the same.
Well, Arby's, they've had their typical menu, and they've had dalliances with like deli sandwiches. I don't even know if you can still get that there, but I remember when they were advertising, you remember that? They would have like just wheat bread and like full lettuce, tomato-y type sandwiches that you would get at like Jason's Deli. They went in that direction for a while. I don't know if you can get that anymore. Well, now they're taking a major left turn because starting Saturday, October 21st, they're offering up a couple of different sandwiches, and I wonder if this is health related. I don't know. It's probably really good.
Yeah, these are both lean, exotic meats.
Hamburger with doo-doo is the meat.
I don't believe that doo-doo is going to be on their menu.
They now are testing venison sandwiches and elk sandwiches.
Elk meat.
You remember that, Michael? The time that Corby's friend handed him 10 pounds of elk meat and told him to get on the plane?
Yes.
Elk meat.
Elk meat.
And I thought that was just incredulous. Elk meat.
Elk meat.
And they look kind of like hamburger style.
Right.
They just look like they're big venison burgers or elk burgers. Like they look huge.
They look like steaks. To me, they don't look like ground up hamburgers.
Right. They say the venison sandwiches were first sold in a handful of states last year, and they sold out in minutes and are available while supplies last. They say that they're using a supplier in New Zealand. That can't be cheap. That's where the hobbits live.
I like venison. I've never had elk meat.
It's good.
Meat.
Elk is great. That sells grass-fed, free-range venison. He said it took a year to work with suppliers to secure enough product for what he believes is the biggest venison promotion in the world in any restaurant that any restaurant's ever done. It features a thick-cut venison steak and crispy onions with a berry sauce. I don't know about that.
No, I don't know about that either. You might have just lost me there.
Well, you could probably get the berry sauce either on the side or...
Not at all.
Yeah, 86 altogether. On a toasted roll. Okay.
All right. Give that a try.
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to give it a shot, you know?
We can do something about the berry sauce.
It's been forever.
Since what?
Since I've done that. Since
you've had...
gone to Arby's. At all.
Let's go get some elk meat.
Elk meat.
You know what's going to happen, though? I'm going to go there to get the elk meat, and I'm going to be sucked in by the just regular old Arby's roast beef.
Get
and just
both.
Go with that.
Get both. You can have one and then some of the other.
How much does that cost?
Stop asking me how much things cost. He did that the other day. You remember that?
Yeah.
That was socks.
Socks.
You're worried about how much socks cost.
Yes, I am.
He's concerned. Look, it's not like, hey, how much is that 3 Series? No, they're socks. What do you think they're made out of?
You need socks. I'll buy you some
Platinum?
socks.
Look, he was asking me about my socks. It was like, yeah, those are cool. Yeah, man, I got them here, and they're really well made, and they got them at this store. And Corey's like, well, how much are they?
You like my orange?
Who cares? You're a grown man. You have a job. You own a home. You can afford socks. No number that I could give you would be that within sock ranges of price. It's not like I'm going to go, well, they're 2 for $3,000. These socks.
You can lease out your side yard and get the price of socks covered.
All I'm saying is,
socks.
you guys know
So
me
much.
when it comes to principle of things.
No,
like
I just know you're a cheap bastard.
There's a certain amount that I won't go over. That's why I won't eat at one of the local restaurants here down the street, because instead of a $9 lunch, it's $12, and I don't like that. You look in my wallet. There is $200 in my wallet. And you know what I'm talking about. I won't go.
You'll go sling around $5,000 for your kid to throw up a basketball in the air 6 times.
Yes, but I have my limits.
But anything over a $9 lunch is beyond that?
Yeah. I won't eat lunch for more than $9. You know why? It's lunch. I'm not going out and getting waited on. It's lunch. You know what? This is what I can't stand about women.
Lunch costs $10 to $13.
I don't like women because you know what women like to do?
Women?
Women like to go to lunch and sit and make it an event.
They do.
Lunch is lunch. Lunch is meant to be eaten in like 3 minutes.
It's a functional, necessary task through the day to fuel your body. It's not meant to be enjoyed.
No.
It's supposed to happen as fast as possible and be as inexpensive as possible according to you.
Exactly.
Well, we just don't have time for it up here.
Well, I could go at noon and go have a nice hour-long lunch, but I don't want that.
It'd be a great time for you and Julie to reconnect.
Yeah, you could do that every day.
That's a great point. You know, we could...
Maybe you should make an appointment for that every day.
Right.
When you know
Sweetheart, it's time for lunch.
Girls love to drink at lunch, too.
They'll have a glass of wine.
Or a mimosa.
And you know what? Not
Or
interested
5.
in that. Like, you know what? Hey, I'll have a beer with lunch. No. It's lunch.
Mm-mm. No, I got things to do.
I do. I smell fish. You know that place, I don't want to mention it by name, but that place where it's a meat factory, basically, where they'll just come up to your table and shave meat, you know, like pounds of it.
Yes.
And you can eat all you possibly can for like $60.
All right, I'm with you. Hot roast.
Why do people do that?
Shave meat?
You know what I'm talking about? That place where You can get like fancy meats from Argentina and stuff, and you load up on it. And
I don't know.
Dude,
I've never been there.
You know what I'm talking about.
I'll tell you that.
It's good.
It's incredible, but
Those Brazilian barbecues?
yeah. But you get so full too. That's another thing about lunch. I don't want to be full.
I don't ever want to be full.
I just want to be sustained. I don't want to be miserable and tired all day, and that's what beer and big lunch does. Well, there's my lunch rant. I hope you are happy. I didn't mean to do this.
We brought out the worst
Corby.
in you.
You really did. And my line of sock prices, if you would have told me that you bought 2 pair of socks and they were over $17, I'm out.
Oh, God, no. That was like 3 pair for $12 or something.
Okay.
Or 13.
All right, I'm in. But sometimes socks are expensive, like running socks, specialty socks. They can be expensive. That's why I asked you.
I'll buy you some socks.
I'm fiscally conservative.
I'm going to be going somewhere where I'm going to be near that store that has the socks that you envy, that you covet, with the little rubber thing so that keeps them from sliding down.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to get those for you. And you don't even have to pay me for them. And if you like them, then you go buy some more.
All right.
You hear me?
Yeah. This is what makes a good young Republican, Mike, being fiscally conservative, like
That's
myself.
Right. That's right. You're on your way.
You're damn right.
Yeah, now go tear down a statue and save a dog. You liberal.